Okay, guys, it's time. Hello, guys. My name is Games for All Night, and welcome back to Rolling Sky. It's actually been quite a while since I've made a video. Besides that all levels video, Easy Way, which I posted. Right now, today, we're doing Cube with all the gems and crowns, and this is so far, by far, the hardest level in the game. By far. Now, out of all the levels that I did, of course, if you guys don't know, I've been doing them in a specific order. My original plan was to just do every level the easy way, and then do them all with the gems and crowns, but for some reason, when I tried to do my first 5-star, not only because all the ratings are screwed up on the 5 stars, but because, it took me so long, what I did, instead of doing that level, was I decided to go and do all the 1 to 4-star levels with the gems and crowns. And I will admit, I got incredibly stuck on some of them. Like, for example, 8-bits was the first one to stump me. 8-bits took me forever. And then once I beat 8-bits, then that was when I learned that all the levels which had mystery boxes were probably going to be obscenely difficult. So what I did was, after that, I went straight to Matrix, which was even harder for me, and then I did Candy, which was a little bit easier. And then after that, Joker definitely gave me trouble with the gem in the end. Halloween Escape gave me a little bit of trouble originally. And Dazzle gave me a heck of a lot of trouble when it came out, because the 3rd crown was so obscenely difficult that for a while I had no idea how I was supposed to do it, and then I managed to do it, but then I did it and then I couldn't do it for like another 3 hours, so I had to keep practicing at the same checkpoint for like 2 days straight just to do it. And then you have the 5 stars, which, of course, first I did them the easy way. And out of them, I did them in my own specific order. What I did was, first I did Relics, and in my opinion, Relics is probably the easiest 5-star as of now, because there's really only like 2 parts which require barely any skill in Relics, and I just felt like Relics was super easy compared to the rest of the 5 stars, and that still took me a while. Then after that, I found Reggae to be the 2nd easiest. I originally did Street Basketball first, but I actually find that one harder. Definitely changed my mind on that. Street Basketball is actually quite difficult. I don't know how in the world they rated the easiest 5-star, because out of all the levels which have those speed portals, it has the hardest one in the game. Even Midnight Carnival, which is the frickin' 3rd hardest level in the game, its fast section was not as hard as the one in Street Basketball. So, well, the 2 that were hard. So, Street Basketball had some obscenely difficult fast parts. Then after Street Basketball, I did Reggae, which I actually find to be much easier than Street Basketball. Then after those 3, I went on to Poker, which was definitely quite a bit more difficult, but it wasn't too bad. Then after that, I did Deep Space, which I feel was a really bad choice. I mean, Varying Christmas was not out back then, so that was a level which I could have done before Cube, before Deep Space, but I should have done Cube before Deep Space, because Cube is actually much easier to do the easy way than Deep Space, which is funny because we're doing Cube today. And, yeah, and I would have done Varying Christmas probably between Cube and Deep Space. Probably would have done Egypt between Cube and Varying Christmas, though, because Egypt is obscenely difficult. I don't know which one's more difficult between Egypt and Varying Christmas, and I do not remotely know how they consider that level a 4-star. That level wouldn't have been as difficult as it was if it weren't for the part at 88%. No other level in the game has that same movement, and it's extremely difficult, so yeah, thanks, Egypt. And after that, we had Deep Space would have been the one I did next, but after Deep Space, I did Halloween. And then after I beat Halloween, I had my long inactivity break, and then I had to restart the game, which I did them in an order which was more reasonable. Then after Halloween, I decided to beat Christmas, which Christmas is practically almost the same difficulty as E-Labyrinth. I personally found Christmas to be a little bit easier just because of all the memory in E-Labyrinth, but yeah, I did Christmas first. It was still extremely difficult and a huge step up in difficulty. Then I did E-Labyrinth. Then after E-Labyrinth, I did Castle in the Sky, which now Castle in the Sky is super easy for me. Like, back then when I was first doing it, Castle in the Sky was actually very, very, very difficult for me. But now I can race through practically the entire level in like 1 or 2 tries. I think I've just mastered that level. It's not that it was actually easier, I think I just mastered it. And after that I did 1-Up, which 1-Up was another huge bounce up in difficulty. Yeah, it was actually the next step. Then after 1-Up I did Midnight Carnival, which happened to be quite a bit harder than 1-Up because of the end. And after Midnight Carnival I decided to do Neon, which was not too much harder than Midnight Carnival, but definitely harder because 58% took me like 4 hours to get. So yeah, that was the order of how I did them in the easy way. And then when World Cup came out, I had to do that, which was even harder than Neon. That one took me forever. And it's easily the hardest level in the game to do the easy way as of now. World Cup is easily the hardest level in the game to do the easy way right now. But, now I'm doing them with the gems and crowns, or the perfect way. I actually am just doing them in order of the list this time, because gems and crowns does not remotely depend upon the ratings, and plus I just decided to do them. Well, one thing I ended up doing was, for some reason, when Egypt came out, I'm not sure if the 4-star rating just convulsed me to do this, but I decided to do it with the gems and crowns first, which was kind of a bad choice, saying that it took me forever, yet it shouldn't have. Egypt was actually not the worst. It wasn't as bad as Dazzle. I should have done it later because Egypt, the 3rd crown in it was very difficult, but the problem was I didn't know very well how to do it back then, so yeah, that screwed up everything. And then when I actually started doing them, I decided to do the levels with the gems without crowns, the ones back then. I decided to do the 2016 levels before the rest of them. So what I did was, there were only 5 stars that were made in 2016. And the first one was E-Labyrinth. That was the first 5-star ever made, so I just decided to go and give it a go, and it gave me barely any trouble. Castle in the Sky was the second 5-star to ever be made, and for some reason it took me a little bit longer than it should have, but it wasn't that bad. After that I did Deep Space because people said Halloween was kind of tricky, and it wasn't. But Deep Space ended up being pretty hard. At least some of the gems were, but it wasn't that bad. And after Deep Space, we had Halloween, which Halloween was not that bad. There were 2 hard gems in that level. Then after Halloween, you had Christmas, which Christmas took me a long time, and it was pretty darn difficult. The hardest part of it was learning how to get the gems, because after 50%, they were all just in such weird places. All the gems. So it took me forever to learn how to get them because of the weird places they were in. And then after Christmas, I started to do the ones which were made in 2017 and 18, which starts with Street Basketball because I already did Egypt. And Street Basketball was super easy. After that we had Varying Christmas, which was also super easy, only slightly harder than Street Basketball. And after that we had Relics, which wasn't that bad. I mean, there was this annoying glitch which would happen whenever I tried to get the first crown. And it was actually a glitch. It was not just the hitbox issue on those things nearby the crown. It was an actual glitch. But, yeah, that screwed me up a little bit, but it was still easy. Then I did poker, which poker was super hard. I already knew that poker was going to be hard, as people said that doing poker with all the gems and crowns was pretty much doing the hardest level in the game. And I thought that back then, so when it took me a while and I was done with it, I felt like I had done the hardest level in the game. But then I went on to Cube, which screwed up everything because I've been on this level for more than 2 weeks. It's so unbelievably difficult. You won't know. I'm not even going to get into details of it. Let me just say some of the ones. This level does have mystery boxes, which makes it 1,000 times more difficult because it pretty much means that it has 10 crowns instead of 3, which sucks, practically. I'm super glad they ended that, and I really, really hope they're never bringing the mystery boxes back. And it's not that it was a bad idea. It was a great idea. It just ended up turning out too hard. Even if they tried not to make the crowns that hard, which I'm pretty sure they did on all of them, so never mind that. Even if they had tried to make the crowns not that hard on the mystery box, at least one of the mystery box levels, all 6 of the levels that had mystery boxes ended up being some of the 10 hardest levels to get the gems and crowns in. The easiest of them was Candy, which was still terrible. But Candy was worse because of the last gem. Candy was terrible, though. And it was the easiest one. So after that, you had 8-Bits, which was also terrible, even worse. And then Matrix was slightly worse than 8-Bits. And then you had there were actually only 5 levels of mystery boxes. You had the 2 5-stars, which had, mystery boxes, which are Cube and 1-Up. People consider them 2 of the 3 hardest levels in the game. There's actually only 3 levels that I hear are the hardest levels in the game to do with the gems and crowns. And those levels tend to be, there's only 3 levels that people tend to call the hardest ones in the game, which are generally Poker, which is usually at the top, Cube, which people tend to call the second hardest, but I definitely felt was the hardest, and 1-Up, which I barely even tried yet, so yeah, not exactly excited for 1-Up, but those are the extremely difficult levels, and I'm doing one of them now. So for the mystery boxes and gems in this level, if I'm gonna talk about them right now, for the gems, the first gem is super intimidating. I actually tried to get the gems and crowns in this once just for a little bit of a test. And I kept dying at the first gem over and over again. The first gem is actually not anywhere near as bad as most of the mystery boxes in this level. And 2 of the other gems in the level. But it's still very difficult, and it was super intimidating. And as soon as I tried to get that first gem, I already knew that this level was going to be extremely difficult. Then you have the second gem, which is part of the first mystery box, so I'll talk about that later. Then you have the third gem, which is the first gem that I was actually able to get, which is kind of stupid because the gem is super annoying. It's not the hardest gem, but it's super, super annoying. And it has a weird timing. Then you have the fourth gem, which is probably the easiest gem in the level, to be honest. Literally, it was practically the only gem in the level which wasn't hard. Every other gem had some sort of way to make it more difficult. Even if I got consistent at it, it still had some sort of way to require a good bit of skill. The fourth gem was the only one which didn't require much skill. Well, there was one other gem, and I keep forgetting about it because it's such an easy gem. It was probably the easiest gem in the level, though, the fourth. That was the second gem that I was ever able to get. Then you have the fifth gem, which the fifth gem in this level, in my opinion, is the hardest gem in the game. Now, that might be questioned a ton, as not only do most people, everybody right now either thinks that the hardest gem is the last gem in World Cup or the second to last gem in Clown Park. And yeah, they're both super hard gems, and I actually don't know how hard the World Cup one is yet, so that's something that I'm gonna need to try eventually. But I do know that Clown Park's 9th gem, people were considering it even harder than World Cup's gem. And that one didn't even give me much trouble. So, yeah, it's actually just Cube's 5th gem. I've never seen any gem in the game which was as hard as this one. There were definitely crowns as hard as this one, like Dazzle's 3rd crown, or Neon's 3rd crown, which is even harder than Dazzle's 3rd crown. But it was just insane. It's so insane, that gem. There are 3 spots which I'm expecting to die a lot in this level. I've kind of made 3, quote, death spots where I'm probably going to end up dying at a lot. And maybe some other spots which I might end up dying at if I'm not focusing enough or if I'm unlucky. Stuff like that. Or if there's lag. That's another thing that could be an issue. One of those spots is probably the first mystery box. At least the ones with lag, not the 3 death spots, the 3 main death spots. The 3 main death spots are the 5th gem, the 6th mystery box, which I kind of care less about. That one's not as hard as the other 2. And the 8th mystery box, which is my main death spot. The 8th mystery box happens to be at 88%, and for some reason, I know it's not the hardest crown in the game, but it's giving me more trouble than Poker's 3rd crown. Which is weird, because Poker's 3rd crown is literally the hardest crown in the game. Yet, this stupid mystery box is giving me way more trouble than it. This level would be so much easier if it didn't have the 8th mystery box in it. And then the other ones which I might die if I'm unlucky or if I'm not paying attention are possibly the 9th, but I'm pretty consistent at that one. I don't know about the 10th either. I'm pretty consistent at that one now, which is funny because people call that one of the hardest crowns in the game, and it's not. But yeah, that one's difficult. Well, it's not super difficult, but it is difficult, and I might die there. I might also die at the 9th one if I'm not focusing a lot. But that one will be more rare. There's definitely a chance that I might die at the 4th mystery box spot. Actually, that might even be an extra death spot that I gotta worry about. And the 1st mystery box is another spot that I might die at if I'm not focusing enough. So yeah, I've literally spent 18 minutes talking. Which you guys might be like, when the fricking hell is Game for All Night gonna fricking start playing Cube? Well, the hell? Sorry. Heard a weird noise. Here you go. I'm gonna start to try the level. Let me turn my volume enough. I know my sound quality's already horrible to begin with. Don't even talk to me about that. I know it's terrible. I frickin' know. Anyways, let's go. I just had it on low quality so that I could make sure that when I switch it back to high, it's not going to lag as much. Well, great. This is a terrible start. It's already lagging. If you don't notice, the shield on my ball looks super weird because they glitched up the shield on the supersonic ball, so now it looks super ugly whenever you get it, at least on the front. Gosh darn you, DU recorder. There's a reason why I switched you from Mobizen and it was not to lag more. Why do you do this? Am I gonna have to switch this thing back to 360p? I hate having to do that. Just come on, 360p is terrible. I already have to deal with 480p and that's bad enough, so at least let me keep my 480p. Instead of having to go back down to 360p, because please, 360p is so bad. I mean, it doesn't lag, but who cares? It's so bad. And there's this issue that seems to happen with DU Recorder more than Mobizen, where sometimes thank God I didn't die there, it cuts the video, and the audio and the video get unsynced for some reason, and it's this stupid glitch that they need to fix, because it frickin' happens so much. It happened in my last recording, the football field one that I did yesterday, and it frickin' annoys the hell out of me. Because if I'm recording, and then when I watch the recording later, it'll cut the video and the sound. It'll cut the sound, but the video will keep on going, and then the audio skips forward like 2 seconds. And even though 2 seconds isn't too much, it still gets unsynced, and it's the most annoying thing ever. So, what in the hell just happened? Yeah, I'm not excited for this.
The future waits for no one.
At all.
So we refuse to wait for it. We're not just pilots and engineers.
I'll just say this real... Actually, no. I'm not gonna force you to watch through this ad with me. Okay, I made past the first round. Wait, I'm recording, right? Okay, it shows the button is red on the side, so I think I've started recording again. Never mind, I won't check it. Because I'm 90% sure that I'm recording. That lag is really reassuring, yet really annoying at the same time, though. Okay, this is the 5th gem. Oh my god, I did the 5th gem first try. Come on, can we get lucky and do this? Oh, come on, DU Recorder. If you were a person, then I would fricking punch you in the nuts right now. Not literally, but DU Recorder sucks. Why do all the recorders fricking suck? I switched recorders, and this is barely better. See, the problem with Mobizen is it lags constantly. It will never stop lagging, and as long as you play, it will lag. DU is better and worse at the same time, because the quality is much better, but then when you fricking record, what will happen is, not only is there the audio not syncing stupidly glitch, but there's this really, really stupid thing that can happen where, well, it's not, it always happens, so to be honest, there's this really stupid thing where instead of just lagging constantly like Mobizen does, it only lags, it doesn't lag constantly, so it's better with that. But the problem is, when it does lag, it's a worse kind of lag than Mobizen's. Because with Mobizen's lag, you can still play. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Where with DU's lag, it just frickin' screws you over so much. It gets your game to, like, go super slowly for, like, a second or two. And it screws up everything. And I have a feeling that the audio in this recording is already not synced up to the gameplay. I know... if I watch this recording, then I'll be able to tell, because I already know that the first gem in this level is perfectly synced up to the music. And no, that's not a joke. If you ever watch a video where the audio is synced up, if mine isn't synced up right now, then you'll know that the first gem is perfectly synced up. So, if it's not perfectly synced up, then I know the audio screwed itself over. Let's go, guess good luck. But we're nearing the hell gem, and See, the stupid DU recorder is full of BS. And that's the problem, because you don't see any of the lag. You see, like, 1% of it. So you can't see... I mean, it's a good thing that you're not seeing the lag. At the same time, I can't show you what in the hell I'm experiencing while I'm playing this game. You don't know, it's 5 times harder. I tried to use my thumb once. By the way, if you don't know, I play with my index finger. But all the best players in the game play with their thumb and say it's better. I did try playing with my thumb once, but just because of how big my screen is, I mean, I could probably do an easier 5-star with my thumb, like Relics. But a harder one like Neon, Midnight Carnival, or World Cup, I definitely couldn't do. So, yeah, that's kind of upsetting for me, and I don't like that. I got past the death gem though, so I really need to focus right now. Oh my god, the game almost lagged me over again. Lagged me to death. Okay, come on! Oh my god, I practically almost just broke my tablet a second ago. I do not... Okay, I need to stop raging at this stupid DU recorder. DU recorder, I really hope you can frickin' refund me my tablet. If you lag me to the point where I rage and break it. Because I practically just made a mistake. I'm gonna make it break at this point. It's so stupid. Every mobile screen recorder is made by people who frickin' don't know what in the hell lag is and don't care to fix it. Even these developers have a way to fix it. I mean, MobiZen has like no way to fix it. I could set the quality down for this, but it gets so bad, and I've set it down as low as I can. I originally started with 1080p, but that lagged the game to living hell. And then 720p was not much better. It was still terrible. Of course I fall in that hole. That's why this entire level requires RNG, because the 5th gem, which is the gem I just died on, and the 8th mystery box both have these holes, which you can fall in when you go around these. You have to go around objects in the air. What happens is, if you need RNG, because if you fall into the hole, then you die. Obviously. I don't know why it keeps happening where I'm falling off super early. That sucks. But anyways, after I switched it down to 720p, it was still terrible. And then I brought it to 560p, which isn't even a quality you can use on YouTube, unless if you're on the computer version, maybe. I have no idea. I've only ever used the computer version of YouTube like 2 times, so I have no idea. I always use YouTube on my tablet or my Xbox. Usually my Xbox. I always watch videos on my Xbox, but I always upload my videos through my tablet because it's the only device I can do it on. Because they decided to do something kind of ridiculous, and they got rid of the function which allows you to upload your game clips, which is BS, so yeah, great job. Great freaking job, Google LLC. But thank you, I gotta say, one thing to Google, thank God they reverted that one update, which caused the app to lag. Of course that BS happened. That's not even supposed to happen. I moved my finger moreover. That is the 4th hardest part of it. There's 4 hard parts, and I can tell you what they are. 4 super hard parts. Like, the whole level is hard. Even this gem is technically hard, but I've gotten consistent at it. But the 4 hard parts are, oh my lord, why does that effing happen? Anyways. Besides me raging, the 4 hard parts, are the 5th gem, which sucks D, because it requires so much RNG. The 4th mystery box, which doesn't suck as much, but it still sucks. The 6th mystery box, which I'm starting to get consistent at the 6th one. but it's still pretty hard. That one's just hard. It's not actually sucky. And then the 8th one, which is so far the most RNG required crown in the game. Easily. Because the thing is, in the ending section, you have a timing just like the end of that 5th gem. Except it's super buffed and it's terrible. Oh my god, I really don't know. This is the problem with tablets, is the tablet case, like the case around it is screwing me up because it's on the side. And then whenever I try to go to the far side of the screen when I get that mystery box, it screws me up because my finger rolls over the side of the case. And not only does that screw me up totally, it did it again! What's wrong with this game? How fast can it go? You have to move it all the way to the left, and it sucks. Because you have to make sure it doesn't touch the frickin' case. Thank God. Okay, let's go. Focus mode on. Okay, Thug Life has been done. Come on! What is wrong with this game? Rolling Sky, you're a piece of BS. Why does that damn happen? That is not supposed to frickin' happen. Okay? It's not supposed to lag to the point where it won't move to the right side of the screen. That's not supposed to fricking happen. You know that, game? You fricking know that? There's just some issue with my screen where it won't do that. I think it's just because of how big my screen is. I have like the biggest tablet ever. One of them. Definitely one of the biggest tablets. Pissing. I'm gonna have to cover up my hands so that I don't spit on my screen from now on. Because that is really, really annoying. This is why mobile sucks. This is why mobile effing sucks. DU recorder, you are trash. Cheetah Games keeps making this game more annoying to do things in. Because they not only made it so that you can... I mean, they made the checkpoint system less annoying. You aren't timed to click on the heart button, but you can watch ads. The maximum amount of times you can watch ads to get hearts in a row is less. And the two most stupidest, well, the stupidest part is that they fricking decided to make all the new levels cost 6 keys. And I'm not sure if they're doing that anymore, saying that the most recent level alone requires you to get fragments for it, but besides alone, all the new levels since Egypt, so Egypt, Circus, and World Cup, not bonus levels, they all still cost 2 keys, but the main levels, the World Cup, Circus, and Egypt all cost 6 keys. And Circus is 4 stars. Circus is 4 freaking stars. It's supposed to be the easiest 4-star level in the game. Yet it costs 6 keys. Why did they do that? It's so dumb. I actually wasn't able to buy World Cup because they did that, which is stupid because you should be able to buy all the levels without having to watch ads or pay money. And game, you and DU recorder are being really trashy. But I mean, it's not as trashy as it was on my old tablet. On my old tablet, it wouldn't even record any sound, and it would lag 10 times as much as this. But DU recorder, you're being trash. I really don't want to put the frickin' quality down to 360p, thanks. DU! DU! Do you want me to tell your developers that they're terrible at making apps and that they need to up the lag? I don't even care if the lag is not the thing's fault. It should be able to not lag this much. Like, if it lags once in a while, that's fine. But I mean once in a while, like, as in once every few turns. It shouldn't be lagging this freaking much. This app is trash. Every recording app is trash in some way. DU has such a good editing system, yet it's trash because it will never stop lagging. MobiZen is trash because it will never stop lagging, and it has the worst editor to ever exist. It's like the developers just put no thought into it when they saw the editor. I'm like, there's no YouTube screen recorder, so it just sucks. I'm gonna try and go focus mode on this one, since it seems like the lag is being at least a little bit nicer this time. Let's go. Frick you, Gabe. Really? Cookie Cat's Pop is just some trash Bubble Mania ripoff. I'm never getting that game in my life. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Really, that's all that those games are. Cookie Cat's Pop, whatever the living hell that is. What in the hell just happened? You freaking move right! No, Jesus, Ball. You are not helping. But Cookie Cat's Pop and Panda Pop are just huge Bubble Mania ripoffs. And I'm sorry if you play them because you're playing a complete ripoff. Not even that good. Bubble Mania was the original Pop the Bubble, throw bubbles at it game. All the others are just ripoffs. Unless if it's like that game called My Boo where they added a ton of games into it. But I don't even really care about most of these. Most of the ads in this game are for terrible games. That are either just ripoffs of other games. Cough, cough, the game I just got an ad for. Or games which are not remotely good. Focus mode on. Stupid lag. God damn you so much, DU. Why? Why? Why do you have to suck so much? I could get a frickin' recorder from frickin' if tablets existed in the year 52, I could get a better screen recorder. If they existed 500 BCE, I could get a better screen recorder. Come on. DU recorder, stop it! Right now. Or else you're going to... This thing is so bad, I've never seen anything trashier in my life. Kill yourself. What kind of a game's name is first-person shooter? I mean, that's a genre name, that's not a game name. Bitch. I'm not gonna ever get any sort of winning with this stupid game. If this video doesn't get any views, then I'll be sad, but it's okay. DU recorder, really? Can you... Okay, it's still recording, jeez. I literally had to go turn the video quality down. I'm sorry if it sucks now. Thanks a lot, DU. Thanks a lot. Look what you frickin' did. I can't see it right now, obviously, saying that I'm recording the video, but I bet that's so much worse.
I'm on the pill.
I'm on the pill. I'm on the pill. I'm on the pill too.
And I bet that's still gonna lag just because Rolling Sky is a cheap A-word game.
Adults that when taken every day along
I'm
with
sorry,
using safer
Rolling
sex
Sky
practices
kinda
can help
sucks
lower my chances of getting
a
HIV
lot of
through
the
sex.
time.
I use condoms.
I mean, it's not a
I
bad
talked to my
game, but
doctor
it's
about doing more.
super
He
cheap.
said that because I had a higher chance of getting HIV through sex, Truvada for PrEP could be an option for me.
She
Why?
also told me that Truvada
Why am I
alone
getting
may
ads
not
about
keep you
getting
from
HIV through
and
sex?
it does not prevent other STIs or pregnancy.
You must be HIV negative to take Truvada for PrEP. So you need to get tested
Why
for HIV
does this?
immediately
Why
before
is this
and
so
at least every 3
long?
months while taking Truvada. I wanted to know about all of my prevention
Can
options.
you
So I asked
freaking
my doctor
end?
about Truvada for PrEP. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, to your doctor. Common side effects include stuff.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to edit this onto the last part, aren't I? Gosh dang it. Well, here we go again. I just got a 2-minute long ad. What in the hell? What are these ad makers doing? Frickin' nobody's ever gonna buy your product if you stick it in a 2-minute ad, which talks about sex the whole time. And I'm sorry, that's literally all I was talking about. The number one word I could hear in that ad was HIV. You son of a penis! Kill yourself! Smule! Get out of here, you're never gonna... suck. Everything sucks. This level sucks. DU recorder sucks. This level actually doesn't suck, it's one of the best levels in the game. But the game sucks. So yeah, great job, Rolling Sky. You suck. DU recorder sucks. DU recorder sucks the most of it. DU recorder and Modizen suck and will suck forever until they fricking decide to actually care about their fricking app and get rid of the mother effing lag. Stop lagging! Jesus Christ. Did it just miss the gem? I told you this game is so bad. This game is so badly made. Oh. God damn you all. Why can you miss that? The gem hitbox should be just as big as the block. Shouldn't be that freaking small. Developers, were you high? Or are you just a cash grab? Stop lagging! Oh my lord. This attempt was already screwed from the start. It won't stop lagging. God dang you! You know what, this game is so unbelievably bad. I practically never want to play this game again. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad of a game. I'm recording right now. Come on. Let's do this. God damn my life. Kill yourself! No! Golf clash or trash. This is not supposed to rhyme, okay? That was such a good run, and then my freaking video recorder is so bad. I wish you could see how much it was lagging right now. If this isn't DU Recorder and it's Rolling Sky, then Rolling Sky, I feel like freaking uninstalling you after this. Expect me to be able to record this when you're lagging to living hell. What in the hell is wrong with that? That is like the stupidest thing in this game. Why does that exist? You have to go so fast, and even if you go fast, there's a 70% chance that you're gonna freaking fall into that hole. This is literally nearly impossible. I saw that the arrow pad didn't move. That's a glitch. Where with arrow pads that move left and right, if you move too fast on them, and sometimes they glitch out. I don't know why they do, but they do. They glitch out and don't move, yet you can still go on the air for some reason. I don't know why that's a thing. I can't believe I survived that. Let's go. No! Ugh. This game is trash. This game is for people who have freaking $1,000 so that they can buy everything for freaking screen record. How in the living hell are you supposed to be able to record this crap? Jeez, all the screen recorders suck, okay? They really do. And yes, if my shield dies, I always count that as a loss. If you don't know. Thank God. I'm getting a little more consistent at it. Let's go. Oh my lord. Why? Why do you freaking die so quickly? This game sucks. How in the living hell am I supposed to be able to beat this when you're lagging like a turd, and then when you don't lag, you for some reason die when I do it the way you told me to do it? This game should be the new, torture system for jails, because they put way too many ads in this game. Why are there so many ads? This is why Geometry Dash is better than Rolling Sky. Because Geometry Dash doesn't force you to watch a ton of ads and pay a ton of money just so that you can frickin' practice the level. And that's why it takes so long to do this stuff, because you can't practice the level enough. And Geometry Dash actually has low detail mode and crap like that, which isn't super ugly, so that you can get rid of lag. Come on. Oh my god. You suck! Why is it that I accidentally, like, touch it with air? All I did was frickin' breathe. Is this... what? This game does not work right, okay? It sucks. Oh, that is just... that is practically Rolling Sky, just sucking you into an endless hole of douchebaggery. This game's being a douchebag. Oh my lord, I touched that! You're such a bad game, Rolling Sky.
I'm glad you're home. Your mama's gotta be thrilled. We'll see.
If it hits 3 o'clock before I do this, I'm literally quitting this game. Right now it's 1:55 p.m. If I end up recording this until 3 p.m., then I am literally quitting this game and never touching it ever again. Just being honest. And if they ever make a level harder than Cube, then I'm immediately quitting the game and never coming back to it. Just straight up. And I don't mean harder in Cube as in doing it the easy way, but as in doing it with the crowns. If they ever make a level harder than this level, then I am immediately quitting the game, never coming back, and staying gone forever. So, you can say bye-bye to Rolling Sky if they frickin' decide to make a level harder than this. You expect us to do this bullcrap when your game is laggy. And D, your recorder, you're so freaking bad. I turn you down to 360p and you're still lagging. The lag, stop it. Thank God I'm not dying there anymore. What in the penis was that? Okay, first off, whatever game that ad is for, it's a trash game and shouldn't exist. Just for giving me an ad in your game. Anyways, besides whatever game that ad was for being terrible just because I got an ad for it, because that's what the rules of laws are in this world. What in the hell was that? I freaking touched the jump pad, and it didn't move. This game sucks. Why is it that I move 2 blocks over, and it moves 1? Oh, I can move whatever I want! You're trash, Bob! God damn you to hell. This game should literally be in the damned App Store for 5-year-olds who don't have a life. I don't even use iOS. I use Google Play. Trash. Disgraceful game. Frickin' disgraceful. And disgraceful on my part for just raging so much that I won't be able to... That was being a son of a P. This quality doesn't even deserve a number. The amount of latency that I have doesn't even deserve a number of milliseconds or whatever it is. It deserves PUSSY. That's what it is. This game is going slower than an ant trying to eat a whole jar of peanut butter. 'Cause it's trash. I almost never want to play this game again. It's really just not fun anymore because it's lagging too much. If they actually cared to get rid of the lag, then maybe. But no, they don't. So, I might be quitting this game. That is so stupid! This company must be high on frickin' alcohol straight out of hand sanitizer. Are you overloading yourselves by shoving a bottle of hand sanitizer and squirting it all the way up your butthole? Because that's what this game's quality is like. Right now. Not helping me with this stupid lag. What's with the frickin' lag? What is with that frickin' sound outside which sounds like somebody shooting a gun? I know it's not. If somebody came out, I'm recording. Just to let you know. I have no idea what alarm. Oh my god, my ball glitched up again. Are you kidding me? Thank God. Did you even see what it did to me last time? I don't think I explained what happened. It lagged me over the jump pad in the gem. It literally, what it did was it froze on the same block, yet it went all the way over the block in the gem, and then immediately moved once I was already past it. That is such trash. This is the worst lag I think I've ever seen in my life. This is the laggiest game to ever exist. I know this is in Google Play for top 3 games, but it should be in the Google Play for top laggiest games. That are likely... This should be... If people ever make a list of games which are likely to make you commit suicide, this is definitely in the top 3. Because the stupid lag is unbearable.
And a mop in the other. That's why the new Bissell
And you're not going to do anything to fix it.
and washes at the same time. And it's built with a
And all they do is every time they add a new update, they add some new way to force you to pay money. For example, when Egypt came out, they started to make all the levels cost 6 keys, which is just downright stupid. And then they already didn't need to make the levels cost keys in the first place, let alone 6. And now at alone, they're doing this new thing where you have to get 150 freaking fragments just to play the level for more than 27% without having to watch ads or pay $6. It's so stupid. It really is. Oh my god, game, that is just downright moronic. You need to stop lagging over the fricking things, or else I can't beat the level. Thank god I got a ball from that, because that would have been a waste of an attempt and just trash if I didn't get a ball from that. Because the lag is unbearable. And it's totally screwing up my focus, that's the thing. The lag in this game is worse than any other game because it screws up your focus. The arrow pad glitch happened again. I told you, when you move too fast on those things, for some reason they don't move. It's like they were gonna move, but you practically moved a pixel before you actually touch the arrow pad, so the arrow pad doesn't end up moving. That's just weird, and pretty trashy to be honest. Can I make a frickin' cult for people frickin' get lag in Rolling Sky? Me and Dragon Boy have to deal with this all the time. You know, the person, Dragon Boy, who I make collabs with? We deal with this bull crap all the time, with this stupid lag. I barely just did that. That was super laggy there. I don't know what happened. I bet this audio is super desynced by now. Like, super desynced. Two shields. Great job. Don't lag here. God, that is a common lag spot and it really annoys me. Don't lag there either. Good. The stress is real, guys. And of course, it lags on the easiest gem in the freaking level and kills me. You know what? This game doesn't even deserve to be played. This should be in the top 10 worst games ever made. It just killed my shield because of lag. No game is supposed to freaking do that. That is trash. This game should not remotely exist if it's gonna freaking do that. A game which is better made, doesn't force you to pay a ton of ads and pay a ton of money to not get ads shoved in your face every 5 seconds and actually doesn't have lag, should be the one that gets top free. Because if you haven't noticed, this game is so riddled with ads. It's like the creators were on $1 when they made this. Which they obviously aren't. They made freaking Piano Tiles, which is like one of the most popular games in the freaking App Store. Couldn't at least make one game which doesn't force you to pay 50 freaking bucks to have to enjoy it. And I don't mean 50 literally, but still. And the lag wouldn't even be fixable. Unless if I put it on the low quality, but low quality is so ugly in this game that it's not even worth it. If all the objects were turned into poop, it'd be less ugly. It would be less ugly if every level were switched to the massive theme when you went on low quality. It's that bad. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but it's terrible. And it still lags, even if you put it on low quality. So there's literally no way to avoid the hell-damned lag in this frickin' game. Okay, that is BS. Kill yourself, Township. doing that to... The game is not moving. No, this game is just stupid. Yeah. Balls. No. This game is piss balls. Piss balls. Sucking cock really hard. Suck, rolling penis, freaking trash game. Made by Satan, it sucks, dude. I'm gonna switch to medium quality because high won't stop lagging. I don't care if you think it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good to me either. I have to use medium quality to be able to play this level. So, yeah, to be honest, don't even complain that I just switched quality. You would probably not get it unless if you're experiencing lag too. And I still can't do it. I love all the attempts when I do good, it lags. And then when I actually get a chance, I do badly because I'm not able to focus because it just lagged before that. And then when I do get a chance for it to not lag, I do terribly. And then it glitches up. It makes me die. I really want to fricking never play this game again. I really, really want to fricking quit and never play this game again. At this point. It's not even fun anymore. It's just constantly trying cube to only be killed by lag. You know what? If this takes until 3 o'clock, then I am literally quitting this and doing it sometime way later. Thank God. Almost flagged me to death there. Maybe I should focus for once. What in the hell just happened? This game is screwing me over for no reason. It's 2:11, guys. 49 more minutes to beat it, or I'm quitting the frickin' game. And that's not even an exaggeration or a joke or anything. This game is not even remotely fun to play anymore, and I'm not willing to play it if it's gonna be frickin' trash. It's just so stupid how it lags one moment, and even when I change the quality, it'll still lag. Is this game made by 4-year-olds, or what? And I'm not blaming it all on the game. DU recorder's being stupid too. So you can point all the middle fingers at pretty much everything that's on my screen right now, because everything that's on my screen right now is absolutely retarded. I just gotta say that right off the bat. But all this is BS. It shouldn't fricking exist. Really? Are you kidding me? It's 2:12, 48 more minutes. I might actually just quit at 2:30 at this point. No, I don't, because your game is bad. What? It doesn't count if you press the X. Great job. Cheetah Mobile, thanks for sticking your middle fingers up everybody's nostrils.
Yep, I practically live with a vacuum in one hand. And a mop
Tip, if
in
a
the
game
other.
is by
That's
Cheetah
why the
Mobile,
Nimbus lacrosse
don't
brand
get it
Pro
unless if you have
vacuums and
150
washes at the
spare
same
bucks
time. And it's
to
filled
get
with a
whatever you
tangle-free
want.
brush roll, so it's better than ever for homes with pets. Amazing when it cleans. It is.
Because if a game is by Cheetah Mobile, then you can already tell that it's going to be completely riddled with ads and have a ton of in-app purchases. God, stop lagging! I freaking quit. You know what? This is my message to you, Rolling Sky. You're a trash game, I know again. You can get the hell out of my life, and I freaking hate you until you will freaking stop lagging. Do you understand? You piece of dirty A-word SH? Okay, now get crapped on as I leave you in hell.